Hey everyone, welcome back my global thespians, and of course, as I say, the good crazy, to me, the Kevin E, the channel and the content, Q-tips, Kevin E West tips, Q-tips. I like to remind you of that, just in case this happens to be the first one that you're watching. If by chance it is, please go back to the start here video and work your way forward, so that I don't completely throw you off with what's going on right here on this channel. Now, what we're going to cover today, again, as many of these first ones for a while are a little more philosophical than they are instructional, and or they're educational in a broader way, in a broader sense. And I've sort of explained in the last two videos why that is, because it's really important to me that when you look at my surroundings here, from, I'm just saying, to my two books, to the cover of the magazine, to my union laminates, to my awards that I've won, or other books that I've written, whatever it may be, one of the key things about myself and talking with actors for over 3 decades, since '91, is because not only am I a veteran television actor, and you can see that I am on IMDb, but I was the founder of an organization called the Actors Network, which is the most successful business of acting, business education for actors organization ever. We won awards, and that's what that cover of that book right up there is. We were around for nearly 24 years as a physical organization. Now, this doesn't have anything to do with the pandemic at whatever point you may be watching this. The network was started on 5/1/91, and I closed the physical doors to the studio on June 30th, 2013. So, and in its past and in its wake, hundreds of people who worked, several celebrities, and nearly 5,000 people came through the organization over the course of that period of time from all over the world, 23 countries, right? So what I want you to understand is I will mention the Actors Network a fair amount here and there. And so because it's one of the things that I reference, like you would in any class, in any form of anything, if something's historical or part of a conversation, then it's kind of helpful to know a little bit about it, okay? And so I wanted to do a quick video on why TAN won, and that's what we called the Actors Network, TAN. I thought it was cute way back then. Southern California, get a tan, blah, blah, blah. That's just a little bit about my stupid sense of humor going way back in the day. They gave away Best of LA awards, and we won it back to back. They just ended the category eventually because nobody else was going to beat us. It just was an organization that had a lot of help. I was very much on a team, but I was the founder of it. And I was told many times by a lot of people, what, you want to have a group of actors actually helping each other? Yeah, it's never going to work. Yeah, it was never going to work, except it lasted nearly 24 years. And people like Chelsea Crisp from Fresh Off the Boat, and Masioka from Heroes, and Maggie Grace from Taken, and hundreds of other actors. You could see someplace, you'd be like, why do I know them? Well, yeah, because they've had a great career and they've worked a lot. We had a lot of those people come through and be at the Actors Network, along with having gone into casting, gone into being an agent, gone into being a manager. There are people from the Actors Network spread out all across this country, and even in certain places across the globe. That's why I say global thespians, especially now that I can push this content out through the wonderful mechanisms of technology. Yay, team. Okay? But the Actors Network was an education, business, information, inspiration, motivational organization. That's what it was. It was like a school, but it wasn't. It was like a gathering, but it wasn't. We never used the word teacher, seminar, class, any of that stuff. My mantra that I came up with long before Jerry Maguire, the movie, by the way, was help us, help you, help us, help all of us. So that was a philosophy I had, because we're all very different. It's part of the business. Even though we may be the same ethnicity, we may be the same height, we're all different, man. I know it's a competitive industry. I just never viewed it as an individual competition other than with myself, similar to playing golf, which I did in college. So that's kind of the foundation of what the Actors Network was. And one of the other credos we had is a quote by Eleanor Roosevelt, which is, learn from the mistakes of others. You'll never live long enough to make them all yourself. And now the beauty of this is I get to help you avoid making mistakes, and I don't even get to meet you. I get to help you avoid making mistakes in a foreign country somewhere, because that business there functions just the same way it does in Hollywood, because it's all really similar, because we're human. So just understand that that philosophy equals me being extremely intricate with you, because I'm not having a private consultation with you here. So as I've said in the last couple of videos, that's why this matters. Because even though I was a founder of a big organization and I ran the organization for everyone, I still had to take constant moments in time on the subject matter that you're going to see coming down the road. I had to take those moments because every person is different. It's similar to health in that, the same foods don't affect the same person the same way, blah, 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 disease, etc. It's the same thing, okay? But the reason why TAN won is because we shared and we cared. Now, we can't do this through technology. I get that, per se. But just understand, in your own community, you can. You can find a few people that you work with in tandem. Why we had power groups in the Actors Network. You can find folks and share information and care about each other's success. I wrote 10 commandments for the Actors Network, and the last one was, you may not get every job, but if you don't, let it be somebody you know and like, and they can buy dinner next time. So there's a lot of what made this work out real well for the Actors Network. And we did all this in the era of when casting director workshops were very, very popular. And we weren't one. So even in an era when folks were being paid to go watch people act, we did not do performance in the Actors Network, but we did Q&A. And I have hundreds of industry friends who came and spoke for free. After a long day at the office, would get out, drive to the studio, and answer questions for free. That's one of the reasons why we won. When you get the professional people in your community to come give their time for free, you win. Plus, we would do an annual holiday party. I did 22 of them out of the nearly 24 years we existed. And we had 200-300 actors at a party, and 50, 60, 70, 80 to 100 industry people. And when you can have industry people who are comfortable coming to a party with a bunch of actors, it's like the sheep, it's like the sheep heading to the lion's den, right? And they'll do that because they're comfortable. We never had a complaint that an actor was inappropriate. So a lot of what I discuss is language, communication, behavior, actions, not what you do, how you do it, not what you say, how you say it. These are the reasons why the Actors Network won, and I was the founder. I wasn't by myself. I had briefly had a business partner for some of those years, and I certainly had a lot of folks who I helped train to help me, for sure. But the philosophy of the organization won because we need to do that with each other, because this is a subjective, nuanced, unique individual profession. For as different as we are, we're all the same. So just understand that I get the chance now to share globally with you. People are people, man. What I'm going to talk to you about today is just as applicable today as it was 30 years ago, just as applicable as it will be 10 years from now. If you ever choose to purchase my book and you read it, you'll notice it's written in such a way that it doesn't have a lot of current time frame things. It's philosophy about how to approach this profession. That's what it is. So it's imperative to me that you understand that, and you understand the organization, its background. You can go to the website, actors-network.com. But I want you to realize what I founded, because again, it's an extension of my career and my profession, and it's certainly the foundation to where I come from with consulting and talking with actors on the business of show business, okay? And that's why TAN, the Actors Network, won from 91 to this day. Okay, subscribe here, tell your friends, like the video, follow me on Instagram, the Kevin E. Call your enemies, text everyone, get them here. The more voices we have here, commenting, eventually engaging, the better off we all are, because I want you to succeed and fly right by me. Okay, man, that's it for today. See y'all real soon.